Good morning, friends. I hope you are doing well. I am just on my way to work. The workout that you just saw, the leg workout, was my last leg workout in that house. So for those of you who aren't up to speed, we are moving into the main ranch house. So that was my last leg workout. And technically with my workout schedule, I should be having one more leg workout in that house, but for a couple of reasons that's not the case, and today was the last day. So we need to basically empty that entire house this weekend so that cleaners can come in and do their thing, and that includes taking down my workout setup. And so that's happening this weekend. That'll happen tomorrow. And then just with the way that my workout program is set up, I'm actually scheduled for a deload next week. So for those of you who don't know, a deload is where you take a specific period of time, usually a week, and you just scale back what you're doing in the gym. So maybe the volume, intensity, or even the number of days that you work out in a week. And so it just so happened perfect timing that my deload is next week. And I've decided, since my gym isn't going to be set up, I'm just going to take next week, the days leading up to the move, completely off. I need a deload so bad. Like, I am having trouble ramping up intensity in my workouts and like really pushing because I am tired. Like, between the stress of this move and just like all the extra physical activity of moving large items constantly, I am exhausted. So definitely need a break. So I've decided to just, we're done with lifting weights for the time being. I might do a workout or two later next week after we've moved, pending the state of our house, but we'll kind of just see how things go and go from there. If I don't work out at all next week, I'm perfectly fine with that. We've got way too much going on for me to be worrying about that. So that's kind of exciting. Last leg workout in the house. I'll do one more workout tomorrow. It's just going to be kind of like a HIIT and ab workout. So we'll do that, and then that will be the final workout in that house. So just on my way to work now. I will get a day's worth in and then come home, and I can either ride this afternoon or like pack a few more things. I think I'm gonna ride because I want to ride, and tomorrow is gonna be like the big packing moving day, so I think I'm just gonna let it be. We will get it done tomorrow. So I think that's the plan, because yeah, I think after today, I don't know what my riding schedule is going to look like. It could very well be that I won't be able to ride for a whole another week after today. So kind of gotta seize the moment when it's here and ride when I can. And it'll probably be the same thing as yesterday, as you saw in the previous vlog. Like, I'm zero expectations at this point. I'm tired. Diesel doesn't like riding in the heat. Like, my mind is in a million different places. So we'll just get in a solid, easy ride and just call it a day. So we will head to work and then get home as fast as we can and saddle up that pony. Okay, we are home from work. I am just about ready to head out to the barn. I faded so bad this afternoon, like 2 o'clock hit, and I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to get through the rest of this workday. But we managed, we got her done, got all our deadlines met, so we are free to do as we please on the weekend. Well, not really. We have a lot of work to do this weekend with the move, and it's like making me tired just thinking about all the work, because it's just me and my husband doing all the moving. And that sounds very overwhelming today, but I'm just going to put that out of my mind for the time being. I'm gonna head to the barn and ride. And fun fact, we got a tornado warning this afternoon, which never happens in Alberta. But it has been very muggy and hot, so I can understand why maybe there would be a tornado warning, but I honestly really don't know what I would do if like there was a legitimate tornado. Like, I have no idea where a good place to hide would be. We don't have like storm cellars or anything like that, because it does not happen here. So I don't know. I highly doubt anything's going to materialize, but yeah, kind of interesting Alberta weather, I guess. So yeah, we will head over to the barn, and it's going to be same kind of deal as yesterday, just short and sweet. Don't get in a fight with him. Pick something easy that we're good at, that we can just have a good ride, because my brain needs that. My stress level needs just a good ride. So Sadie has an invisible fence, and she knows where it is, and she will not go past it, but she will run right to the perimeter as a way of trying to scare the cattle. And the cattle have learned at this point that she's not going to go near them, so they don't even flinch when she tries to attack them anymore. It's kind of funny to watch. Just scared me so bad. So we have the sliding door at the back of the barn, and when I walked into the barn, the horses were in their shelter, so I expected them to still be in their shelter, and I slid open the door and they were like right there. And it scared me. Yeah, I was not expecting them to be there. Anyways, Diesel has like a, what do you want to call that? I don't know. He's got something going on with his foot, and I'll show you guys. Yeah, I have to try and fix it. So I don't know if you can, how well you can see, but he's like, his foot would have cracked and now it's like lifted up. So I have Farrier tools. I'm not a farrier though, but we will try and make that a little less ugly. Okay, if you are a farrier or know a thing about trimming feet, then please don't come at me. I fully acknowledge that I do not really know how to use these, but we are gonna, yeah, I want to clean it up a little bit. So see, I might even be able to pull that up, actually. Yeah, see, pulled that off. So I won't even need the nippers, and then I think I might just try and rasp it a bit to clean it up. Okay. That was, yeah, relatively simple. So yeah, I keep a rasp. So it's got like a smoother side and it's got a really coarse side. And then I've got nippers. I've rarely had to use these. Like I said, I do have Diesel on a hoof supplement because he does have thin soles. I honestly don't know if a supplement is going to do anything for that. It's just bad genetics, to be honest with you. Like, out of everything with Diesel, like, that is one of his few flaws, so I'm willing to tolerate that. But like, honestly, it's been really dry here in Alberta, so the fact that his foot cracked like that is like, that could have happened to any horse, really. And he's barefoot, so it's bound to happen in the summertime at some point. I realize that there's probably some of you who don't really know what I mean when I say Diesel has thin soles. So horses' feet, yes, they are hard, but there is live tissue in their feet as well. And if the soles of their feet are thin, that means that live tissue and what they can feel is much closer to the surface, basically. And so, like if Diesel were to walk on rocks, there's a good chance that he would be like, when you walk across rocks, it hurts, right? And if he like steps on a rock the wrong way or steps on it too hard or something like that, there's a chance that he could actually bruise his sole, and then he would be sore on his feet for who knows how long. So I actually ran into trouble with that last summer. It was towards the end of the year, and I had the farrier completely take his shoes off because I was done showing for the year, and he trimmed him just a little bit too short, which would be fine if he was wearing shoes, but because he was barefoot, he ended up getting really, really sore. And again, it was because he has thin soles. So I like my horses being barefoot as much as possible. I just think it's better overall for their legs and feet and stuff. But if the trade-off is that he's going to be sore and can hardly walk because he has thin soles, then I would rather keep shoes on him. So we've kind of compromised. My farrier trims him a little bit longer than, say, Junior, and that's just a way to compensate for him having thin soles, keeping his soles up off the ground a little bit more, and just, yeah, making sure he's not sore. Because when that happened last year, he was sore for like 2 weeks. It was really bad timing. He was sore for 2 weeks, and then the ground froze, and then it was winter. So like I missed out basically on the last 2 weeks of riding, but you live and you learn. Trying to, like I said, I've been feeding him that supplement for 2 months now, exactly 2 months. Is it making a difference? I don't know. And I spent $80 on that supplement. I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, it is genetics, and there's only so much you can do when it comes to genetics. So I have chatted long enough. Let's go ride. Alright, so we just finished up our ride, and it was interesting, I'll say. I feel like he was really crabby today. Like right off the bat, I started with transitions, just walk, trot, or walk, jog to start, and I had asked for the jog, and he would pin his ears, and like constantly, and then we'd go back down to a walk. I'd ask him for a jog, he'd pin his ears. And it kind of was ticking me off that he was giving me attitude like that. Like he was swishing his tail a little bit too. And like he wasn't doing anything beyond that, so he was just pinning his ears and swishing his tail. But it's like, okay, that is attitude that I don't want to deal with right now. I literally just want a nice ride. And so we worked through that, then we did some like jog lope transitions, then we did the passenger exercise that I talked about yesterday, where like he's responsible for maintaining the gait. That was okay. I tried to get a little bit of vertical flexion from him, and he was not giving it, and so I stopped and started to work on lateral flexion, which he was super stiff with that too. Like the whole ride I felt like I was fighting with him basically, which kind of makes me want to cry, because like I said, I know it's because we haven't been riding consistently. We're not building on the stuff that we're doing. It's like we're starting brand new every single time I'm out here. And it's really, really frustrating when my mind, like literally all I need for my mental health right now is to have a nice ride on my horse, and it's not working for me. So if this continues, I will definitely be sending him to a trainer sooner than later. Like, I won't wait until November, which is when I would ideally send him. He'll get sent out like sooner. But we'll kind of see how we go in through July here and reassess then. But like, if my rides are like this come end of July, yeah, he's going away now. So, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of where we're at. All right, I've wrapped up here at the barn, and I'm gonna head back home, make some supper, and call it a day. Get this vlog edited so you wonderful people can watch it. I literally could have cried like during and after my ride. And I know part of it is fatigue and just like stress of everything else that's going on, and just wanting so bad to just like have a good ride on my horse, which if I wanted a good ride, I probably could just get on Junior and tootle around with him, because like I know exactly what to expect from Junior. But I want a good ride on Diesel, right? And I want to progress with Diesel. And especially after having such a good season last year, winning all those shows and stuff like that, like to see where we're at now, which I would arguably say we've regressed, which hate that. The thought came into my head when I was untacking him today that he's just turned 4. I am probably a bundle of nerves on his back at this point because, like I said, I'm stressed. And he's probably picking up on that. And he's definitely picking up on that. And that's probably part of our problem. So, like, combining that with, like, yeah, maybe we are in a bit of a slump. But then him also being like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And, like, maybe being a little bit pissy to me and, giving me attitude is his way of responding to my nerves. I don't know. Because, like, honestly, I've only had him for a year, and for the most part, it's been hunky-dory, right? So this is the first time we've had issues. So I know I'm not going to have time or energy to ride tomorrow because we are moving a lot of stuff tomorrow. So the earliest I might ride is on Sunday, which we'll see. And I think I was wanting to start doing a specific plan, like following a specific plan. There's kind of like, I guess, 3 avenues I could take. So one is, I've mentioned my Down Under Horsemanship Clinton Anderson DVDs. That is very methodical on how you go through that. Another one is Warwick Schiller has an app that I'm pretty sure is very step-by-step as well. I haven't looked into it. And then there's Amelia Newcomb. She has her Strides program. Now, she teaches dressage, but I really think dressage is a great foundation for just overall horsemanship. So I think, like, yes, I have so much on my mind right now with the move, but I think this weekend, while I'm carrying couches or whatever I'm doing, like, really think about what avenue would potentially be best for us to take once I do have more consistent time to spend with Diesel. And I think it is going to be a lot of, like, spending a lot of time with him, and not just in the saddle, like here at the barn, and also doing groundwork as well, because I think even this afternoon he was ticking me off with not being responsive on the ground as well. So I think we need to do that. But yeah, I was not joking when I said if it's still really bad a month from now, he needs to go for training, because I don't want to end up resenting him. I don't want to develop a bad relationship with my horse. I want our relationship to be very positive. I want him to respect me, but I want it to be positive. And so if that means sending him away for a little bit so someone else can refine him, tune him in a little bit, then so be it. So that is what she wrote today, folks. So I am toying with the idea of doing a vlog tomorrow, kind of like showing our move. We'll kind of see what the atmosphere is like with my husband tomorrow. If it's like we're having a good time, we're moving our house, moving into the ranch house, good vibes, I will vlog. If I don't do a vlog with our moving, you will know that it was very stressful. So wish me luck either way, and be sure to follow me everywhere at Strong in the Saddle. And until next time, remember, it's always a good day to ride.